Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing well. So, this past week, two people out of the blue asked me how I handle pain because they knew I am no stranger to pain. They knew I had a lot of it in my lifetime. And also, recently, I've been dealing with some pain. So, I shared with them a few things that have helped me. And they thought, wow, this is really helpful. Thank you so much. And then it occurred to me, well, maybe I can share them with you too. Maybe you might find some help or some relief from these tips. So, the first one that made a huge difference for me in how I handle pain was when I realized that pain isn't something that's out to get me. It's not something that's being done to me. It isn't my enemy. And this has allowed me to let go of that extra tension that builds up when I'm trying to either run away from pain or when I'm resisting it. And once I was able to let go of that, I noticed that the pain isn't so bad. Yeah. Another thing, I just think of pain as a sensation. I reframe it. It's a sensation. It's something that I am currently experiencing right now for whatever reason. And I might just repeat to myself, okay, this is just a sensation. It's just a sensation. I also try moving into the very center of the pain in my imagination. Now, this isn't easy, but instead of like holding it at arm's length and trying to escape from it, instead I try to move into the very center of it. And once there, sometimes I find this strange sense of peace. Sometimes I get an intuitive understanding about the cause, or sometimes I even sense that the pain is communicating something to me, and it's usually very insightful. Another thing is that I remind myself that nothing's permanent, that this too shall pass, and I find a lot of peace in knowing that that's true. Nothing lasts forever. Another thing I do when the pain is overwhelming is that I think of a favorite prayer, and I'll just repeat it over and over again, something kind of short. A favorite one of mine begins with a request of God to show me thy ways. I remember last autumn, I was in the hospital. I had two small pulmonary embolisms due to COVID, but the pain was so overwhelming, I couldn't think. I couldn't remember the words to this little prayer. So instead of saying, well, show me thy ways and so forth, I just kept repeating, okay, show me, because I couldn't remember the word that came next. So I'm in just so much pain and I'm trying to think what those words are. And I come up with, show me thy love. Show me thy love. And that was all I could say over and over again. And that was both comforting and also in a way spiritually satisfying too, because I've never thought about it in that way before. Asking God to show me thy love in the midst of such overwhelming pain. So the other thing that really helped me at that time and in subsequent times as well, but when I was in the hospital, I asked from the practitioners that have worked with me, that I have trained with diamond and gemstone therapy, to give me a session right before bed. And it helped relax me and ease the pain enough so I could sleep. We actually have several practitioners who have been trained to give safe, meaningful, and effective remote healing sessions. And you can find a list of them on our website under the resources tab. So yeah, feel welcome to reach out to them. I hope that these tips that I've picked up along the way maybe might help you find some respite from any pain that you might be feeling too.